back for another visit to Winnie the Pooh and Friends Nature Trail. We've got 2 super stories coming up, along with some songs, games, and a lot more besides. Let's get started by reading your little storybook together. It's called Eeyore's Balloon. When it's time to turn the page, you'll hear the sound of the bell like this. So, open your book and turn to the beginning of the story. Eeyore was very happy with his bright red balloon. He tied it to his gloomy place. But one windy day, the balloon string came undone, and the balloon blew away. "Come back!" cried Eeyore. He gave chase, but the balloon was flying too fast. When Eeyore got close to the balloon, it was just too high for him to reach. Tigger tried to catch the balloon for Eeyore. He bounced ever so high. But even Tigger couldn't bounce high enough to grab the balloon. When the balloon got stuck in a tree, Christopher Robin went to fetch his net. Christopher Robin stretched and stretched, but he couldn't reach the balloon. Pooh tried to help. He climbed up the tree to the branch where the balloon was stuck. But just as Pooh got near the balloon, a gust of wind blew it free again. Luckily, Owl was flying by. The friends called out to ask him to catch the balloon. Owl dived and swooped to grab the balloon in his claws. But then, pop went the balloon! It burst as Owl caught it. "I'm terribly sorry," said Owl, handing Eeyore the burst red balloon. But Eeyore didn't mind. "A burst balloon's better," he said. "It will never blow away." The end. We're going to spend a lot of time up in the air on this visit with the friends. If that sounds good to you, then go get your magazine and open it to Pooh's World. This is the page that shows Pooh Bear and his friends flying kites. Here's what it says. The friends play with toys in the air. The boomerang is ruse. The strings on the kites are all tangled up. Can you tell whose is whose? That's a puzzle you can figure out right now. Let's start with the purple kite. If you follow its string down, down, and around with your pointing finger, who do you find holding it? It's Piglet. Now, let's try that green kite. use your finger to follow its string down to the ground. And who do you find? It's Winnie the Pooh! All right! Now, the last kite is the red kite. Follow its string. Down, down, down. And who do you find this time? That's right! It's Rabbit! Well done! You did it! And here's another pointing game we can play. Listen carefully as I read, and see if you can find all of the flying things that I name here on the page. Here we go. Find a balloon. And kites on strings. Two bluebirds flapping wings. A boomerang that comes back when thrown. Seeds that fly away when blown. A doll with a parachute to slow its fall. And owl up above them all. Isn't it amazing how many things you've found flying and floating and flapping around in the air? Well, I know a song that's about exactly that. It's called In the Air. And this is how it goes. A fly, a wasp, a bird, a bee, a droplet of rain, the leaf from a tree, balloons and kites, paper aeroplanes, a ball that's been thrown and falling rain. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find there. A puff of steam, refreshing breeze, a wafting smell, a flying sneeze. Achoo! A wisp of smoke, the cool morning fog, a grasshopper, a leaping frog. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find there. A fly, a wasp, a bird, a bee, a droplet of rain, the leaf from a tree, balloons and kites, paper aeroplanes, a ball that's been thrown and falling rain. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find there. At what you find there. Now let's hear some more sounds from the birds. Go back to your magazine now and turn the page to rabbit's tails. And what's Rabbit looking at this time? All these creatures that are flapping, flying, and fluttering up in the air. Let's play another pointing game, shall we? I'll read the words on these pages, And you try to point to the birds or insects that I'm talking about. Here we go. Starlings gather in great flocks. Sometimes you may see hundreds. Dragonflies can zip forwards, sideways, and even backwards. A honeybee visits 1,000 flowers a day for the nectar it needs. Swallows can catch insects in midair by swooping at very high speeds. Geese that fly together in a flock form a V shape on the wing. Rabbit sees a skylark loop the loop. Listen to it chirrup and sing. High in the sky, a buzzard keeps its eyes open, looking for mice below. Rabbit sits on a branch and watches the wonderful aerial show. Did you find many of those flapping and flying things? Well, good for you. You're really getting to know lots about the animals of the air. But don't stop listening yet. There are stories and songs, games and rhymes right around the corner. We've still got 2 terrific songs in store, plus plenty of other fun. Are you ready? Great! Then pick up that magazine of yours and turn the page. Again and again until you find Kanga and Rue's read-along. This story is called The Telescope. I'll read the words, and you can follow along reading the pictures. Pooh and Christopher Robin sat together under a tree. Christopher Robin had a telescope. It made faraway things look much closer. I can see owl flying in the clouds, said Christopher Robin. Pooh took a turn looking through the telescope. I can see a beehive in the tree, dripping with honey, he said. It looks close enough to dip a paw into. Then Pooh saw a squirrel in the tree. The squirrel looks as big as Kanga, giggled can see a big eye in the... tree, too, he cried. Christopher Robin giggled. Silly old Pooh, that's my eye, he said. I was looking into the telescope from the other end. The end. Here's a question for you. Which is the only member of Winnie the Pooh's group of friends that can fly? Can you tell me? His picture is right here on this page. That's right! It's Owl! But the rest of us can have fun pretending we can fly, right? Well, that's just what we're going to do during the next song. So jump up onto your feet and let's pretend we can flap and fly. Can you flap and fly? Can you soar up in the sky? Can you sail on a breeze till you're way up high? Can you swoop back down and then gently touch the ground? Can you flap and fly? Hey, that was fun. Let's try it again a little faster. Can you flap and fly? Can you soar up in the sky? Can you sail on a breeze till you're way up high? Can you swoop back down and then gently touch the ground? Can you flap and fly? Yeah, let's do it again a little faster. Can you flap and fly? Can you soar up in the sky? Can you sail on a breeze till you're way up high? Can you swoop back down and then gently touch the ground? Can you flap and fly? Whew, that was fun. Let's do it one more time, even faster. Can you flap and fly? Can you soar up in the sky? Can you sail on a breeze till you're way up high? Can you swoop back down and then gently touch the ground? Can you flap and fly? Woohoo! Watch me go! Yeah! Did you think that was fun? I did too. Now it's time to go back to your magazine. Then turn back one page to Christopher Robin's Nature Walk. And what do you see? It's a butterfly. And that must mean it's time to play Winnie the Pooh's Nature Quiz. Get ready to answer. Question number 1. Why do butterflies visit flowers so often? Is it because they eat the flower petals? Is it because they drink the flower's nectar? Or do they like the way the flowers tickle their toes? Which could it be? The answer is... they drink the flower's nectar! All right. Now have a good close look at the little picture of the butterfly down in the corner. Because now I'm going to ask you question number 2. What is that thin black thing that the butterfly is poking deep down inside the flower? Could it be its leg? Or is it its nose? Or could it be its tongue? Which do you think it is? Well, the answer is... it's the butterfly's tongue. It's shaped like a straw, so the butterfly can suck out that yummy nectar. Now it's back to the magazine. And turn the page. Again. And again. Until you find the page, Owl finds out. This time, Owl is finding out all about feathers. Look very closely at the 4 little pictures on the page. Picture number 3 shows us a small bird with some old worn-out feathers in its beak. Now for question number 3. Is that bird trying to eat those old feathers? Is it brushing its teeth with them? Or do you think it's collecting those feathers to make its nest comfy? Which do you think is true? Can you guess? That's right! Birds often use their old worn-out feathers like this to make the nests nice and cozy. You've learned a lot about birds and bugs and all the other things that are found in the air. So I think it's a good time for us to sing our brand new song, In the Air, one more time. A fly, a wasp, a bird, a bee, a droplet of rain, the leaf from a tree, balloons and kites, paper aeroplanes, a ball that's been thrown and falling rain. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find there. A puff of steam, refreshing breeze, a wafting smell of flying sneeze. Achoo! A wisp of smoke, the cool morning fog, a grasshopper, a leaping frog. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find there. A fly, a wasp, a bird, a bee, a droplet of rain, the leaf from a tree, balloons and kites, paper aeroplanes, a ball that's been thrown and falling rain. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find. See and hear and smell and feel the air. You might be surprised at what you find there. At what you find there. I hope you enjoyed our trip down Winnie the Pooh and Friends Nature Trail. Goodbye!